So we know of the exclusive enemies in the Please Donate events. You got the noob, the guest, the troll, the trader, the cat, the dev, the alien, the UFO, and the corrupt Hasm. There are other non-exclusive enemies like the breaker, slime, necromancer, skeleton, breaker 4, and breaker 3. But did you know that there was an unreleased enemy that wasn't used for the Please Donate event? But it is in the game's code, I think, but it was just never added to the event for some reason. Now, this comes from a Twitter post by Isn't Gabriel, who says that I made some of the new TDS X Please Donate event enemy animations. Enjoy from the 17th of November 2024. The event was made on the 13th of November 2024, so it seems like, yeah, this person did make it, and they are being followed by Below Natural, so it does seem like this is the legitimate creator. Now, as you can see, they also have the alien here, so it seems like they do have the animations. They did make the animations for the Please Donate, but then you see this enemy here. Right, yeah. What is this enemy? This enemy can't be seen in the enemy list for the events. It's not here. Like, not the noob. It's clearly not the noob. And the only thing it closely resembles is a slime, but obviously it's not a slime. So what is it? Well, we just need to play it out. So you can see this is a green enemy of looking sorts, and then you can see the developer of some kind. Well, it's actually the dev enemy, but then that's it really. And you can see the trader. You can see this enemy again, back to it again. Then you can see the alien in the background. In fact, the alien in the background doesn't have a head of sorts. It just has like a crystal of some kind. But then the alien here does have a head. So why does it have a crystal here? I have no idea. It's not like the alien had like a second form of some kind. Maybe it was meant to have a second form, but I don't know. But I don't know why it just doesn't have a head here. And interestingly, this person did make a image of everything here as if it was some of the lore or something. But you can see here, it's like this person acknowledges the necromancer and the breakers. It's like, I'm not interested in meeting you or any of the other old enemies. I'm just going to skip to the new enemies. And then it's like, none of the new enemies look to have any abilities. And he says, well, I guess the event was made in a short time frame. Still cool for a mini event though. So it does kind of confirm that the event was made on a short time frame, kinda, because of the fact that none of the enemies had abilities apart from the last ones, the Hasm. Interestingly, the cat enemy's not shown here, so I guess this person didn't animate the cat. But going back to the original question, this enemy, yes. This enemy, I believe I can reveal its name. It's called the Scambot enemy. Now, obviously, this is based on Scambots on Roblox. I have no idea what this wiki is, so fair enough, but as you can see, the Scambots here, you get this one, you got this one, and then you got this one. It's the typical Scambot. You got the tweet follower thing, because I believe that was a code for free, and then you got the green skin, black thing here. This is the typical one that I see, or I know of. But then this one is the one that this one seems to be based on. This Scambot appears to be based on this image. I don't know why, because it seems like this is the default one that appeared instead of this one, but fair enough. And as you can see, it doesn't look exactly the same. This one has more muscle than this one, but I guess it's trying to make it more original rather than this. Now, since this tweet, there's not been much said about Tile Defense Simulator, so it seems like this was a contractor who's just made this, but it does seem like this Scambot enemy was meant to be added, but for some reason was just not. Now, the original tweet probably gives an idea of why it wasn't added. It's probably due to time constraints. They didn't find a niche or didn't find like the correct wave structure to actually add the Scambot in. Looking at when the stuff debuts, you can see the noob debuts on wave 1, then the guest debuts on wave 2, and then it goes to wave 4 when the troll debuts, and then wave 7 when the trader debuts. Now, you can't really see the Scambot being, I don't know, a high level enemy or a end game enemy, so I would imagine it'll be somewhere between like before wave 15 at least before developer or alien. But the thing is, where can you find a debut for it? So the 14, there's no debut, but then on 13 you've got the necromancer debuting, 11 you've got breaker 2s, and then 10 you got nothing, and then on 9 you got nothing, and then 8 you got the cat. Now, I wonder if the cat was originally meant to be an enemy, because it doesn't really look like an enemy, and this person here doesn't really leak the enemy of the cat as being an enemy. So perhaps the Scambot was originally meant to be on the debut for the cat, but for some reason they just swapped it out for the cat, and now we're doing animal abuse that the RSPCCA or something is going to ban us for. Although that being said, the text that the commander says here, someone or something in this realm is reportedly picking up a fragment and activated it, and now is generating a bunch of fake accounts. That bit could suggest that the Scambots were originally meant to be on wave 2, a substitute for the guest, But for some reason, they decided, nah, we're not going to debut both the guest and the Scambots here. We're just going to debut the guest, and we're just going to drop the Scambots from our plans. Now, I wonder, right, if the Scambots here were meant to be something like the Breakers, because back in the day, I don't think if you remember this, I mean, we still have this technically in sandbox mode if you activate toilet mode or whatever it is. Skibbity mode, but there is actually PNG bots in the game where if you kill them, they spawn into smaller PNG bots. So like PNG bot 4 spawn in PNG bot 3, then PNG bot 2, and PNG bot 1. I don't know, I get a similar vibe with the scam bots, right? What happens if they were meant to divide into, say, Scambot 2 to Scambot 1, for example? Then again, the running animations for the Scambots don't seem to be like similar to the Breakers. Then again, the PNG bots, they have like a really weird animation that just hops up and down. So you never know, you never know. Now, given the Breaker theory and given the fact that there are some enemies here that appear to be out of place, given the fact there are more exclusive enemies than non-exclusive enemies, I would be inclined to believe that due to the time constraints, as mentioned in that tweet, that the developers didn't have time to like code the scam bots to, or other enemies, for example, other exclusive enemies that might potentially be revealed later on, or there might just be the only exclusive enemy that wasn't added to the game, that was just never added because they just didn't have enough time. So it could be the fact that these breaker enemies or these non-exclusive enemies were just added due to time constraints. Hence why they look so out of place in an event that they shouldn't really ought to be in. So I think the most likely reasoning is that the Scambot enemies were meant to be like the replacements for like Breakers and Breaker 2s, and perhaps Breaker 4s and Breaker 3s with like better Scambots or whatever, and then there was meant to be like a better Necromancer spawning enemy, I don't know, plans, but they were just never made even, or if it was made, it hasn't been leaked to us yet. Then again, we don't know if the Scambot has any abilities or any planned abilities, given the fact that none of the enemies here have any abilities apart from the Corrupted Hasm. And as mentioned by the guy who tweeted that, obviously they didn't have any animations or didn't have any ability animations just because of time constraints. Now, obviously, is this enemy in the game? I don't know. I probably think it is, given the fact that some unreleased enemies are still in the game as well, but like the enraged enemy. However, it's very unlikely that we're going to see this in the real game. Maybe for an April Fool's thing, because developers are like, oh, well, we have it in the game, we might as well use it. But I very much doubt it was going to return to a game like in the Please Donate event, and I doubt developers were going to release it into like sandbox mode or whatever as an exclusive enemy that you can spawn in, given the fact that they aren't typically doing that stuff. They are doing it for like golden mode, but that's because golden mode was leaked a while back and they said it would be promising to be coming back recently. So I don't know why they'll do this over one enemy called the Scambot that was added to the game but just never released into the wave structure for some reason for Please Donate. And as far as I know, that's the only legal leak of the unreleased enemy for Tower Defense Simulator Please Donate event. There might be more, but let's not forget that the developers are coming after people whose leak unreleased stuff and exclusive admin stuff. So, you know, if I were you, I wouldn't talk about those stuff if you know some stuff. So, yeah, I would stum about it. Now, if there was hypothetically a Scambot logbook, I would imagine that that would be the rarest logbook in the game, given the fact that this was for an enemy that wasn't even in the game, and the fact that you could only probably spawn it in through admin commands, and you can't even spawn it in, you can't even collect logbooks spawned in through admin commands, through enemies spawning through admin commands, that is. So, this is an impossible logbook to collect if it exists in the game. Then again, hackers do exist, but then again, they do get banned because developers are coming after hackers now. So, yeah, good luck trying to get this one if it exists.